Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Raptor X here with Good Clean Gaming RX, and today I wanted to go over the patch notes for Eco Update 11, which came out back on Thursday, the 15th. I guess at 9:44 a.m. is when this one was released. But I wanted to go over the patch notes for those of you who don't prefer to do the reading yourself. So we'll go ahead and get started. So Eco 11 is released. Adobe, painting, outdoor rooms, maintenance, and marketplace. Hello citizens, today we are launching Eco 11. Features include expanded culture. Deeds can now be rated just like pictures, providing culture for cultural deeds and housing experience bonuses for residential deeds. Painting. You can now create paint from dye and paint building blocks in a large variety of colors. Outdoor rooms. You can now decorate your deeds' outdoor areas and gain additional housing experience as long as you don't use industrial machinery on them. 4. Maintenance. Most crafting tables now require a constant supply of maintenance materials to run, ensuring a steady demand of resources. Repairs. Items can now be repaired with multiple different objects and only have a limited amount of repairs until they break for good. Marketplace. Eco Marketplace is now here, allowing players to support the development by purchasing cosmetics. Proceeds are being shared with the community, starting with server owners for now. Adobe Block Set. Adobe is the new Tier 1 block set for Eco, with all others having moved up one tier. Adobe was specifically designed to allow you to quickly get up your first home. Offline play. Eco can now be played on local servers without internet connection. And now let's go into the details. So, culture for property. Creating amazing buildings has always been a big part of Eco, and with this update we've made it tie into gameplay directly by allowing architecture to generate culture and housing points. By placing down a plaque, other citizens can give reputation to your construction. If it's on a cultural property, that will translate directly into additional culture. However, if it's on residential property, that will translate into additional housing points with a multiplier, meaning the skill rate you get for housing can be significantly increased when you create a beautiful construction that gets appreciated by your fellow citizens. And they've got wood, ornate wood plaques, ornate stone plaques, cast iron, and ornate cast iron plaques. And you can give reputation just like you would a player for, various actions that they performed or whatever. Painting. Following directly from that, we've added the ability to paint blocks, and later this will also extend to objects, vehicles, and tables to really customize your towns and make them your own. Towns can now look really unique and different from each other, giving a lot of variety in the visuals of the game. Paint is created by collecting dyes and mixing them together at the new mixing station. Paints can then be used with one of the new paint sprayers, applying varying levels of coating to blocks. Dyes require different ingredients, some of which are more rare than others, so there will be plenty of variety in values of paint. Since paint is an item that can be sold in stores as well, you'll start to see people setting up paint stores offering a variety of colors. In a near future update, we'll add the ability to paint world objects too, vehicles and crafting stations and the like. Outdoor rooms. In the same vein of making your spaces beautiful for game benefits, we're introducing outdoor rooms. Now the outdoor section of a property will be treated as its own room for purposes of housing points, and a number of new outdoor housing objects have been added to support it. It supports the above architecture bonus as well. Beautiful outdoor spaces now have a game incentive through architecture and housing bonuses. Together, these three changes, culture points for architecture, painting, and outdoor rooms, take a step towards aligning game success with creative endeavors. Eco's design principle is creating systems that interact with each other, and the game emerges from their complex interactions. This addition follows that by connecting the creation of beautiful space to the skill system through housing points. Maintenance. One issue that we wanted to address was the number of specialties that are really important for creating a specific object, but once that object is created, there's not much more use for them. With the addition of maintenance, parts will need to be repaired and replaced within tables using the same specialties that created the original objects. When these parts break down, the objects will cease to function and you'll need to get them repaired or replaced, which leads to our next upgrade, repairs. With repairs, now you can use multiple different repair materials to repair an object, and each one will reduce the max durability in varying rates. Some repair materials may be more expensive, but make your tools and parts last longer, so it will be a trade-off to consider. Eventually, after many repairs, the durability of objects will drop so low that they have to be replaced, creating further demand in the economy. The skills of the citizen doing the repair will also impact the change in durability and how much material is needed, so a repair market will be incentivized as specialized craftsmen can repair their fellow citizens' tools and parts. We'll also be connecting this to the economy and government in an update shortly after 11 so that a repair person can find and repair other people's tables for money, paid either by the table owner or the government. This will make a new type of quest that requires unique skills and materials and will appear in the economy viewer, and is also disableable if people prefer a world without maintenance. The Eco Marketplace. As you've probably noticed, many survival crafting games these days have microtransactions, which shifts the financial incentive from purely selling new copies to also supporting your long-term players. As we start approaching the end of Eco's early access, we wanted to find a way to introduce them that suits Eco and will be a value add for players. Specifically, the goal is to, number 1, avoid giving direct gameplay advantage. They are cosmetic only and can't be traded or used by others by default. 2. Not allow access to mechanically different items. All cosmetic items are skins of regular items. 3. Support the Eco community. Proceeds are shared with server hosts and eventually others. 4. Support the ethos of Eco, shared with charity. And 5. Be fully optional. Hosted servers can disable them entirely. In the new Eco Marketplace, you can buy Eco credits through Steam, which you can then spend on blueprints, which let you craft differently skinned versions of items. A blueprint will allow you to build one copy of an item, and many blueprints are sold in packs. The premium variants appear in the crafting UI as variants under the main product, and will be functionally identical to the base item. When you buy a blueprint, you can use it in all servers indefinitely, unless restricted by host admins, and the count resets each server cycle with an individual server. Because so much of Eco's value comes from the community, we wanted to find a way to share that value with them in an interesting way. To do that, we've implemented percentage share from every Eco credit transaction that goes to the value creators in the ecosystem. To start with, server hosts will get a percentage of all credits that are spent in their world, and we will provide a way to pay for hosting services with Eco credits, thus allowing an active community to fund its own world through the transactions in the world. In the vein of supporting all the value contributors in the Eco universe, we wanted to include Earth and the real ecosystem itself, through a percent of all transactions going to the charity The Ocean Cleanup. This charity is doing a phenomenal job using advanced technology to clean up plastics from the ocean on a massive scale, and thus fits the theme of Eco very well. So, with every transaction in Eco credits, you'll be supporting both Eco, the server host of your world, and the Earth itself. And there's a video here that you can find if you go to their Steam page. This is the largest cleanup in history, the Ocean Cleanup Project. And I've actually seen some stuff on these guys before, and it's quite interesting what they're doing. I greatly support what they're doing. Later, we plan to include other sources that provide value to the Eco universe, including approved modders that will earn a percent of all the transactions in a world, as well as streamers that promote worlds earning a cut of proceeds in those worlds. Long term, we plan to allow approved server hosts creating amazing experiences to withdraw Eco credits. Eco's had a long incubation period in early access and has an amazing dedicated community of players and creators, and we're very aware that introducing microtransactions can cause a lot of disruption. But hopefully players will see this as a good thing for the game long term, giving us another way to fund it with a source different than only new players, and introducing new support to the community surrounding Eco as well. On top of that, for those players categorically against microtransactions, which we respect, we've allowed servers to disable it entirely, and they can play without it, which will be displayed in the server browser. The Adobe block set and balance changes. One of our goals for version 1 of Eco is to make a much smoother entry experience for new users, and we're taking a step in that direction with the creation of a new building tier, Adobe Blocks. Adobe Blocks will be easier and faster to construct than hewn logs, making them an easy and fast way for new players to get set up in the world with a home, as they learn the other mechanics of the game. We've rearranged the starting table requirement so that some will function in this new Tier 0 style building. Offline play. There have been some cases where our current account servers went down and prevented play, which understandably upset a lot of players who wanted to be able to play without DRM. Good news for them, Eco can now be played offline, meaning even if our authorization servers go down, or if you don't have internet access at all, you'll still be able to play. Along with these major updates, we've added a large number of minor improvements, performance optimizations, we've fixed a slowdown that happens after a few hours of play, oh good, an account system full upgrade, and much more. We're hot on the path of Eco version 1. Check out our roadmap to Eco 1.0 blog post detailing what we have in store. And as always, thanks for the great support from our Eco citizens. Much more to come. In celebration of the launch, we're hosting a streamer event that makes use of the unique features of Eco, socialism versus capitalism. We'll have a few worlds for different languages running on a 2-week cycle where citizens will be separated into separate camps, socialist and capitalist, and will build societies that embody those values. Eventually, they'll have to cooperate to destroy the meteor and save the planet. Will make for a really interesting social experiment as well, so check that out on streaming this week. We'll also have some themed Twitch drops for viewers. Follow the event on our website. Important info for the update. Update 11 introduces new back-end services that are deployed in multiple stages. While we do our best so that you don't notice anything about that, please bear with us in case of problems, and reach out to support@strangeloopgames.com if you notice any account issues. Some features are temporarily not available during the deployment phase, buying tiers and invites on our website, sending invites via the website, as well as tier benefits, cosmetics and icons, and Twitch drops. Servers in Update 11 need to log into an SLG account. That can be either done directly in the window, the server executable will prompt you with, or with the command line parameters username equals username and password equals password. Big thanks to our community for all the support of the years as we march toward version 1 and exiting early access. So yeah, that is the brief for all of the release notes for Eco version 11. And I'm going to go ahead and jump into that now. They did release a hotfix on the 19th, so that would be today, at time of recording. And they fixed a couple of issues. An issue that was preventing connecting to a world after leaving one if the game was not restarted. An issue that appeared when logging out of a server in a specific state that prevented reconnecting to without the server having been restarted. An issue that could lead to a server freeze when the paint mixer was used by a player whose language setting differed from the one on the server. An issue that prevented connection to private servers due to the server ID not being found. An issue related to eating animations that could lead to stuck and unusable tools. The error message when not having enough calories to execute an action wasn't being displayed. The news in the main menu were not displaying correctly. Objects in some cases could be placed within a district they weren't allowed to be placed when that happened at the very border of the district. This update also re-enables the alpha backer rewards. Currently working on another hotfix that will also address incorrect behavior of rubble when mining. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and we will, well, we've got a little bit of an update actually. I'm going to go ahead and run that quickly here. And then I'm going to go ahead and we'll jump into the game. Boop, there we go. And we'll get back into our little single player world and explore some more of the different features and stuff that we have accessible to us now. I'm going to go ahead and continue on that, and then we'll pause as that loads in. Okay, so we are back in our world. I'm going to go ahead and see what I can do to increase our... Hello, little guy. You look a little stuck there. We're going to see about hopefully getting a couple more foods. We're going to have to see about making ourselves a bow and arrow. So I'm going to go ahead and see... Actually, those are going to be made over here now. Tool bench. So I'm going to go ahead and we'll see about making a wooden bow. And we're going to need a bunch of arrows as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do... Let's go ahead and do 10 of those. There. And... Got that. I'm going to go ahead and grab my hoe as well. I'm going to bring this with me as well. Okay. Where'd that go? That was weird. Where'd that go? That was really weird. Okay. And this is, I think, supposed to repair... Yeah, there we go. Flat piece of stone used to repair damaged tools. It will wear down your tools quickly. So that is used for repairing your different tools now. So okay, let's go ahead and we'll get some plant fibers here so that we can get our bow made here. Kind of funny that I'm getting a big spider. I'm getting progress towards my my achievement there. So I definitely didn't sow these. There we go. That should be plenty. There we go. And we're going to need a little bit more wood here. So let's go ahead and chop down. Oh, there we go. Chop up. There we go. Alright, I'm also going to go ahead and eat a couple more beans here and just see. Really doing a whole lot for my food value. That would taste horrible though. So 6%. Yeah, I'm really shooting myself in the foot with that. So let's go ahead and take a look at. There we go. We've got my bow. And we've got some arrows. Let's go ahead and we'll put those over here. And we're going to see if we can find some animals here that I can shoot and kill. Oop. There we go. Alright, one hare carcass. There we go. Alright, perfect. So that gives me a couple of decent sized carcasses. Can we... That one's just hiding. Alright. We'll go ahead... Ooh! Go for it? Not sure if that's worth killing and trying to eat or not. Ooh, but they are fast. There we go. Prairie dog. Okay. I'll go ahead and see about making up some campfire roasts here. Hello, little foxy. Since you're stuck there. Go. Okay. Let's go ahead and we've got one medium carcass. We need 2 of those because we've got a 2 for 1. So I'm going to go ahead and start that and get that going, and then we've got a 2 for 1 here. There we go, because this is a single player server, so we've got a 50% cost in foods. So, or well, I guess in all crafting. That's got that. Let's go ahead and I'm going to take a look in here because we've got our housing bonus here, but it's not doing anything at this point for us as far as a housing bonus. It's just allowing us to place down, you know, our various different things. Go ahead and I'm going to grab these doors here because I want to put one of those in place. There we go. It's not bad looking. Does it open this way too? No, it doesn't. Okay, just one direction. Alright. Alright, very good. So we've got ourselves a basic house. I'm going to go ahead and see Ooh, there we go. We've got our research table. Let's go ahead and we'll put that up. Hang on, why can't we? Blocked by Adobe. Oh, we need it to be taller. Okay. Let's go ahead then, because I think... How much more do we have? 14? We've got 14 here. Let's go ahead and we'll start... we'll build up a little bit further on the wall here. And I'm going to go ahead and we'll use... We'll just use a cube block, I think. Or you know what? Actually, let's go for a corner here. Interesting. Okay, and then okay. That works. Let's go ahead and we'll do out to there. There we go. And then we'll put there we go, that one down like that. These, yeah, these are the same on either side. Okay, that makes sense. There we go. All right, and we're going to see about making some more of these. We don't quite have enough. Adobe block. Let's go ahead and make another 10 of those. Actually, no, we've got some of those working. All right, let's. Go ahead and do this. There we go. And we're going to need a little bit more wood too, I think. There we go. That should be enough. Go ahead and have... Yeah, there we go. Those are delicious. Alright, perfect. That brings it up to 29. We've got 4 hours and change now for our next level up. And I'm hoping that that's going to continue to come down as we get some better and better food, because 4 hours is a lot of time when you're doing these... doing these in half-hour segments. Alright, we'll go ahead and we'll put that there. There's our meteor, 29 days, 23 hours. Alright. Got our arrows complete. Go ahead and we'll put those into there as well. I'm going to need to make myself a chest here, I think. Let's go ahead and make a storage chest here quickly. There we go. Work into that. Alright. Now we can go ahead and... Alright. It's actually neat too, because we could use this for making like a parapet of sorts. And that'd be... rotate that around and go there. Okay. Quite hit the jump there. There we go. And then let's go ahead and just gonna use a singular one here. Go. Perfect. Okay. And now we're just going to go ahead and we'll pick these up and move them up. Let's see here. We need to go for a roof fill block. Aha! And those do. They work perfectly and they match up with everything else so that you get a nice smooth finished surface there. Perfect. I like it. Alright, so we'll go ahead and we'll get this placed up to there, and then get our research bench up and running there. And that'll allow us to start research on our next couple of items. It'll be really interesting to see whether Eco can kind of be played as a single player game at this point. I think really the thing that's going to make it difficult is just the fact that there's still not any good way to advance and get the skills that you need in the time that you need them, you know, before a 30-day server runs out. I quite like that. That works quite nicely. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll put those like that, and then we can put our, there we go, our tier 0 on there. Room requirements needs to be at least a 0.8. We've got 0.67, so we're going to need to put a floor in over here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move all of these items over to here. There, and then did we get our chest yet? Why didn't we get our chest yet? Go ahead and take this up, and we're going to put this one inside the house over here. There we go, just because it's much easier to move stuff out like so. Okay, and you still can't pick up any more than one at a time with the shovel, which I guess if that's the way that they're keeping it, we've always got mods for that. I do prefer being able to pick up like at least as much as I can, you know, put into here. Or, you know, I can carry 10 of these, so it doesn't make a whole lot of sense that you can't put 10 of them onto your shovel, you know, just picking them up sort of thing. But oh well. Oh, there we go. Alright. Guess if worse comes to worse, we can always use these dirt to make up some more adobe. Make ourselves a really fine adobe house. It's only tier 1, but, well, I guess tier 0 technically. Still looks pretty decent for a tier 1 actually. A tier 0 block. I'd be quite happy to see like a little Adobe, you know, Pueblo town or whatever get constructed. That'd be kind of neat to see. Alright, let's go ahead and have some food here. 2:33, 34, there we go. Now we're looking at 3 hours and a half. That'll greatly speed things up. I guess the other thing that I need to see about doing is making myself some dirt ramps here. So I'm gonna inevitably need to run some stuff down to the desert there or something. So making a couple of dirt ramps would probably not be a bad idea as well. And we'll set some of those, set some of those up. Dirt wrap, there we go. Let's go for 12 of those. So actually, let's go for 16. 15 will work. There we go. Alright. And put the work in, there we go. And stomach's too full. That's 35.3. Okay. Alright. Guess I'm really liking that charred meat. Definitely gonna have to see about doing some hunting to keep up with those stomach appetites. Now, I think I'm probably going to end up needing to make some more adobe. Let's see, 15, 30, 45, 49. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need to make a little bit more. So let's go ahead and we'll make up some more adobe here. Let's go for 6 of those. I'm going to rearrange that so that that's at the start there. There we go. Perfect. Because I'm gonna putting it all under the foundations and everything here as well. So let's go ahead and we'll that was one extra I didn't need to do. I do like that there's like a little sill on the adobe now. On on the doors. I don't know if there's one on the hewn log doors as well. That little bit of a sill there is a nice touch. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll just cover in. There we go. Right. And I'm going to go ahead and we'll dig these. Oops. Those out. I know it's not very realistic, but go. And I don't think at this point that I can really use the sandstone, the crushed sandstone for anything. Just move that out of the way here, and then I'll just transfer all of that over to a stockpile over here. Alright, let's put some of these things into our own inventory here. There we go. We'll put okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and we'll just floor block cube. Go. Got a little bit of leveling going on with my campfire cooking. I really need to see about finding and harvesting some grains here, because I know those generally I can go with the topped porridge, and that seems to balance things out pretty well. At least when I don't have the unfortunate bit of not liking it. 34. 6, 35, 7. That up into there. There we go. Make ourselves more food. And stomach's too full. Okay. Let's go ahead and we'll grab some more of our blocks. Go. And we are going to end up needing more of these, I think. Definitely going to need more adobe. Alright. Let's go ahead and we'll make up another, let's do 3 of those, because I think 15 will probably do it. And we'll bump this over forward so that we get, or actually we're going to need like 16 of those, so let's go ahead and we'll do another 1. Put the that. Alright. There we go. Alright, we're going to go ahead and move that out of the way again, and more dirt. To go in the front. There we go. Okay. I think we're gonna need one more. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll put these down then. There we go. Yeah, that's another nice thing about, you know, the Adobe. It's made very, very quickly. Perfect. Okay. So now, there we go. Good. So we've got our status. We've got a 1.0 now out of 0.8. So we can go ahead and we can start working on these. So basic upgrade requires labor. But it also requires the dendrology and geology research papers, which I don't think I can make quite yet. Gathering, yeah, requires gathering 1. What can I make right off the bat? Culinary requires campfire cooking, so I can make those. I think that's everything. I can just make the culinary research paper basics. So unfortunately, until I get some of the other skills, logging and mining at the very least, we're kind of a little bit stuck. So I'm going to go ahead and we'll see about making up a couple more of the various different tables that we need. I'm going to go ahead and we'll do one of those, and we'll need a masonry table and settlement crafting table. I don't think I'm going to need this quite yet. I won't need a store chest. That's fun. 2k wooden walled stand. Interesting. And a rastra requires basic engineering, so I can't do that. I can't do fishery yet because I don't have hunting. I can't do the rocket box. So that's I guess most of the stuff that I need right off the bat. I can make boards, but I really don't do like this new selection. That's a much easier way of doing that. What are we needing for this? 6 stone. Let's go ahead and do that, and at that point we're going to go ahead and we'll probably end up ending the video at this point because we're past our 30 minutes of usual runtime. There we go. I'm really kind of curious. Are there windows? There are windows. Let's see what this looks like. Interesting. Alright, so we just get these little porthole windows. I'm not quite sure how I feel about that, but I guess we can I guess we can leave those. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and we'll get the carpentry table and masonry tables here, and we'll put those inside. There we go, 9. Oh, hey, we've got a new masonry table model. And carpentry table, okay, that's the way it's been. Okay, we've got different plaques now. Those just require normal labor, it looks like. Grindstone. Carrying tools and crafting new ones. Okay, but that's going to require masonry as well. Industrial mill. Ah, okay, so that's made with industry now. Mill stones. Okay, so those are used now to power the mill and require masonry. And a whetstone. Cut to reduce damage of tools. Okay, so we could do that, but we need masonry to do that. So masonry 1. That's that's the first one, right? Tailoring profession. There we go. Mining. Yeah, masonry. Okay. Okay, so that's we're gonna need that first. Have the skills yet? Don't have the stars yet. Yeah, this is gonna be a long road. Thankfully, I guess probably tomorrow we're gonna end up playing on the next eco server. Eco core should be starting up tomorrow afternoon. And so I'll go ahead and create a video there. But yeah, this is kind of gone over some of the more recent changes. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video, where we should see some gameplay that's group gameplay from another eco server. 7-1. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Take care, and I will see you all in the next one. Ta-ta.